It's the 9-0 derby.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You want a derby, you got one.
Instinctive, incisive. For Southampton.
Bournemouth versus Southampton. I'm not going to get into the politics of who this is a bigger derby for, whether it's actually a derby or not. But for the purposes of this, it's a derby. I can see Rory's brain working.
Definitely not a derby.
Rivalry?
Yeah, it's fine. It's a geographical rivalry, but it's an important game for both of them. That's what it mainly is. That for both of them, they will both be looking at this and thinking that is a game we can win.
Obviously, Bournemouth, many people said, were going straight back down after their promotion back to the Premier League. A difficult start, parted company with Scott Parker, and it hasn't gone too badly since.
Yeah, they did actually really well, I think, under Gary O'Neill. The couple of games that they had straight after that big 9-0 defeat, they needed something to change. They needed just to get back to basics, really, just get, you know, organised. And I think that's what he did. I think he got the team organised again. They looked like they knew what they were doing. Positionally, they were a little bit more confident. I think he was, what was it? He went on quite a good little run himself. You know, so it was always going to be difficult for them because they obviously had this massive defeat and you never want to come on the end of it. And obviously Southampton, who they're playing, have also experienced exactly that.
It's
so
a 9-0 derby.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You want a derby, you got one. It will be an interesting one, especially against the Southampton side, who again also have been pretty inconsistent. So I think it's an opportunity, like Rory said, both teams will go into this thinking we have to take the points, and if you don't, they'll be disappointed.
These are the games, if you want to survive, you have to win. Yeah. And the biggest problem at Bournemouth, what everyone was talking about, is they didn't sign a lot of players in the summer. Signed Tavernier from Middlesbrough, and everyone was going, where's their Premier League experience? They needed centre-half. The one thing with that football club, there's a great togetherness. Togetherness can take you a long way. That's why I give Bournemouth an outside chance of staying up in the Premier League.
And the contrast is with Southampton, I guess, who had not been investing particularly for a couple of years, and then this summer went relatively big, but they went big on young players. And that's exciting, but it's also really risky.
Rory's right. They're trying to go a different format now, bring youngsters in, which is good, but you still need a bit of experience. And that's why it's good to keep hold of the likes of Ward-Prowse. He's key for them. He's the captain. He's the heartbeat of that football club. But I think Southampton will be all right. I don't think they'll ever finish in the top 8. Not this season. I don't think they'll finish in the top 8 because it's building blocks, little baby steps. But they're going in the right direction. But I don't think they'll get relegated.
I don't know how ambitious Southampton are. Southampton are one of those clubs where you are they sort of set up as a selling club? You know, there's some amazing players that have gone through Southampton. You know, Van Dijk and Sadio Mane, and they've done really well from sort of that model. And now they've changed ownership, and now they're bringing in young players. So you kind of wonder again, what is success for Southampton? Is it finishing just top half? Is it staying up?
Yeah, I'd say I think you're right. I think finishing top half.
The danger is when you get Edozie and you get Lavia and you get Bazunu and Bella Kotchap, who looks like probably the best of the bunch at the moment.
Yeah, very good.
Is that you're doing it all at once. And yeah, there's Ward-Prowse, and there's a couple of other kind of experienced players around there, but maybe the balance is just a little bit wrong. So I funny enough, for the first time in almost 10 years, I'm a little bit worried for Southampton.
So is this a huge game in the battle to stay in the Premier League this season?
I mean, it's October.
He doesn't want to say it.
It's October, so let's not go too far.
But
I think they both really need the point.